Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstools.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick overview and a kind of a review of the Gionee Elife E7. Gionee Elife E7 was launched like 1 or 2 months ago, and we did a hands-on some other videos as well regarding the color comparison of this device earlier. Gionee Elife E7 is already available in the market. It is available in two variants. One is the 16GB and other one is 32GB. The 16GB version is available for a price of approximately 27,000 rupees, whereas the 32GB version is approximately available for 30 to 32k, and that is the approximate price which we have. Now if we talk about this device is the first Snapdragon 800 device from Gionee which has been launched in India, and this device has a 16 megapixel camera at the back, which is an autofocus camera, can do high definition video recording, and it can also do slow motion video recording as well. Taking a look over the box, this is how the box looks like, and the MRP which is mentioned on the box is 32499. Again, it is available for a much lesser price. The color of this device which we have inside is the black one, and then when we take a look over the contents of the box, it will have a receiver, that is the headset, a charger, a battery, a hands-free USB cable, user guide, warranty card, protective cover as well, and a screen guard which will come pre-installed on the device. Again, it is manufactured in the month of January 2014, which is mentioned on the device. And when it comes to SAR values are also mentioned on the device. If you take a closer look, these are 1.43 weight per kg head, and then 0.889 weight per kg at 1 gram body. So this is how the specification or the SAR values look like. When we take a look over the specification, we have already told you about the specification, but let me just go through them one by one. Camera is 16 megapixel, not fixed focus but autofocus camera it is. You have an 8 megapixel camera front, which is again autofocus, so both the front as well as the back camera are autofocus capable, which is definitely a good thing. And then you have Wi-Fi connectivity, Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 processor it is, 2.3 GHz, and these are the 3G network frequency supported, 2G network frequency supported. It will accept a micro SIM. It is a single SIM phone, and the display is 5.5 inch full high definition display. It is running on Android 4.2 and 4.3 update as well as KitKat is promised by Gionee for this phone. You have Bluetooth 4.0, RAM is 2GB, and the internal memory is 16GB, and you have battery which is 2500 mAh on this device. So this is how the specification and the box look like. And once we open the box, one thing I would like to tell you is that this box feels slightly heavy, very good in terms of the build. So it is quite hard box, and it should have a lot of things inside. And let me just go through the box. It is quite difficult as well to actually open this box for once. So let me just open this box like this. Okay, it is kind of a tight box, and again I'm doing this unboxing for you only. I have been using this device for more than 2 to 3 weeks now, and now it is time for the review. So I have actually removed the device out of the box, but I have not done anything with the packaging contents apart from the device which was there inside the box. So here we have the black Gionee Elife E7. Again, Gionee has done a kind of a branding for me, especially for this review unit, to identify that this is my review unit. They have actually embossed my name as well on the review unit at the back side. But again, I will not own this. I have to return this. So in case some people are wondering, so this is how the device looks like. As you can see, it looks pretty good. It has a glossy finish at the back side. That means it will attract the fingerprints very easily. However, this part, or basically the back side, is kind of resistant to the finger scratch, basically not fingerprint. Fingerprint is there, it is fingerprint catchy and friendly, but when it comes to the scratch, you will see the scratches. You will not see the scratches very easily as far as back side is concerned. Now this is a unibody phone, that means the back cover cannot be removed, the battery cannot come out, and it has a kind of a curved back side with glossy finish once you hold this device in hand. And again, it has got a pretty big display, 5.5 inch. It is an IPS LCD display, pretty good in terms of the overall resolution. This is high definition resolution, and the display angles are also pretty good. You can see the display from extreme angles without any issues, and this is definitely a very good thing. At the back you have a 16 megapixel camera with LED flash, and you have a secondary microphone as well for video chat. On the top you have the power and sleep key. Over here you have the 3.5 audio jack. On this side you have a single SIM tray which will accept a micro SIM, not a normal size SIM card. At the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. You have a primary microphone hole over here, and there are two speaker mesh. One is for the loudspeaker. So basically I think both of them should be for the loudspeaker, but we will confirm that this device has dual loudspeaker or single one. We will confirm that later on, but it looks like it has dual loudspeaker. And on this side you have the power and sleep key, which is again a kind of a metallic button, and this button at the top, the power and sleep key, is also a metallic button. Okay, this is not a metallic button, this is a plastic button. However, this one feels like metal, but again we will confirm that later on. But the kind of feedback which you get on both of these buttons is definitely very good. So keeping the device aside, let's take a look what we have in the package. So inside the package we get the phone first of all. Then after the phone we have got a flip cover. So this is the protective flip cover which comes within the package, and again it will hold the phone inside. You will not be able to remove the back cover, and the back cover is non-removable, but this flip cover which comes within the package will hold the phone inside in it. You can actually keep the phone inside this, and this is how it feels like. So it has a proper cutout for the camera and LED flash, as well as for the secondary microphone. The buttons at the top are also accessible. 3.5 audio jack is also not blocked. Volume rocker cutout is also there, and then at the bottom you have a proper cutout so that none of the loudspeaker and the micro USB port or the microphone is not blocked. And taking a look over the front on the flip cover, this is how it looks like. It feels like leather, very good quality of material which they have used with Elife branding, as you can see, and the inside of it is kind of a soft material which actually will protect the display from any kind of fingerprints and scratches as well. So looks like a decent flip cover which comes within the package. Apart from the flip cover, if we take a look, we have got some NFC tags as well which you can configure. So you have NFC supported on Elife E7, so you will have the option of configuring these tags with any third-party application you like to. You have additional two screen protectors which come within the package. This is very good because Gionee normally provides two screen protectors inside the package which you can use for a longer amount of time. Apart from this, you have a Gionee customer center list with all the information of all the outlets which are spread across India, so that you can get it repaired in case you face any problem with the device. You have a user guide for E7 which tells you about the basic features of this phone. You also have a warranty card which you can fill as per the dealer from where you actually buy it, and then you get the headphones. These headphones are looking like, okay, these are in-ear headphones which you get within the package, metal headed, pretty good in terms of the build quality, as you can see, very nice. And then you have the module over here which has a button to pick the call and a microphone hole over here as well, although this one does not have any buttons to control the volume, so volume cannot be controlled. And this is how the audio lead look like, as you can see. Apart from which, if we take a look over the charger, this is the standard charger which we get within the package, and the output current from this charger is 1000 ampere. When it comes to the cable, again standard micro USB data syncing as well as charging cable is there, and then you have an additional small stand with which you can actually mount your E7, especially either in the vertical way like this. You can actually attach it like this, you can place your E7 like this, or you can actually attach it like this and you can place it like this. So this is a very good accessory which Gionee has started giving with Elife E6. It was there with Elife E6, it is there in the Elife E7 as well. So you have this, once you attach this clip, you can actually have your device like this and you can keep watching the movie on the device with this stand. You don't need an additional flip cover or any other case to actually slant your phone. You can do it with the help of this accessory which comes within the package of the phone. So these are all the package contents, and let me just get rid of all these and let me just take a closer look over the device now. Now here we have the Gionee Elife E7, and this device, in terms of the overall build quality and the kind of overall form factor it has, it looks pretty good. It looks like a decent phablet which you can easily hold in one hand because of the rounded back and curved design, which actually gives this device a very firm grip when you hold this device. The only problem which I face is the glossy finishing. Because of the glossy finishing, at times the grip may not be that much strong, but again you can use a flip cover which comes within the package of the phone in case you have any kind of grip problem with the phone because of the glossy finish at the back. Talking about the physical dimensions of this phone is around 9.5mm thick, which is again fairly good for a display size of this size. And again, when it comes to the weight as well, the weight is quite good. This is one of the lightest phablet which I can hold in hand, which is a 5.5-inch Android phone, and it is only 150 gram. 150 gram for a phone of this much of display size is definitely commendable. Gionee has worked pretty well on this, and they have made sure that the device is light enough to hold in hand even when it is a 5.5-inch display device. Because of the curved design, it is quite easy to hold in one hand, but again the one-handed usage of the device is very limited because it has pretty big display. The bezel, I would say, is not that thin, but again it is pretty thin in comparison to the other phones which I have seen. So it is a pretty good edge-to-edge display phone to an extent, not completely. You can hold it in one hand, but again using this phone with one hand is going to be difficult. Again, they have provided some one-handed operations as well, some options. We will show you that. Talking about the front glass is a Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which has a very good protection, so it is resistant to fingerprints as well as to scratches to a great extent, and it is also shock proof as well from a specific height. If you drop it from the waist height, I accidentally dropped this device like 2 times from the waist height and nothing happened to the phone. The front part of the phone is very good to resist any kind of shocks and any kind of scratches as well. Even when sharp keys are there which is scratching the front, nothing will happen. And as far as the back side is concerned, the back side is again plastic, but it is very good quality plastic which they have used, so it won't break very easily unless you deliberately try to do it. The display on the phone is an IPS LCD display, and the resolution is 1080 into 1920. It is a full high definition display spread over 5.5 inch. You get a pixel density of around 401 pixels per inch, and even if you take a closer look, you won't notice any kind of pixelation on this display, which is definitely a good thing. If we talk about the UI which is running on this device, the UI which is running on top of Android is the custom Amigo ROM. So it is the custom Amigo UI which we have seen on other Gionee phones as well, and this UI has become a little bit better on this one if you compare it with Elife E6, because this phone has pretty good hardware. It is running on Snapdragon 800 2.3 GHz quad-core CPU, so this device is fairly fast, and the UI on this device, especially with this much hardware configuration, is quite responsive, and there is no lag or no problem as far as transitions are concerned whenever you go across home screen or you switch in between running applications. Now taking a look over the home screen, these are all the home screen, and again you can actually customize these home screen as well, provided you apply different kind of themes which are available on this device. You can also install custom launchers as well. In case you don't like the Amigo UI, you can install Apex launcher, Nova launcher as well, which will change the look and feel of the phone to an extent in case you want to. Especially taking a look over the notification center, the notification center UI is also kind of different on this phone. As you can see, you have these kind of notifications, and the toggles are visible once you tap on the settings. So once you tap on the settings at the bottom, you will see all the toggles for the Wi-Fi, data connection, Bluetooth, outdoor, indoor settings. Guest mode as well can also be turned on this device. So let me just go into the settings right away by tapping on the gear icon and show you some of the details of the device. Again, we have taken quite a closer look on the device itself when we did the hands-on. So again, I would like to reiterate some of the things. That is, the capacitive type buttons are actually at the bottom and they are within the body of the phone, not within the display. You have an 8 megapixel autofocus camera, earpiece over here, proximity and ambient light sensors are over here. I don't know whether you can see them, and at the back you have a 16 megapixel camera with LED flash, secondary microphone, and again we have already told you about the other ports and connectivity. So let's take a look over the all settings and take a look over the version of Android which is running on this device. So it is running Android 4.2.2, and again it is upgradable, and you do have system update option within the UI which will allow you to update the version of Android on this device to the newer version whenever it is available. And Gionee has promised that they will push Android 4.3 as well as 4.4 as well on this device. So let's see which one actually comes to this device. You do have a LED notification light as well to get missed call alerts and other alerts related to messages and emails as well that you can do. And again, let me just go to the settings again. Taking a look over the storage scenario, let me just show you the storage as well. So storage on this device is 16 GB as you can see, and out of 16 GB as of now the phone free storage is around 11 GB. So 11 GB is free, and out of which system available storage which is free, which can be used for installing application, is around 3.32 GB, whereas the phone storage memory which is free is 7.68 GB. So the total storage is divided into system capacity and the phone storage, and the total available as of now to the user is 11 GB, which is again pretty good. Again, one thing which is a kind of a limitation on this device is that you do not have a micro SD memory card slot to expand the storage of the device. So once you buy the 16 GB or the 32 GB version of this device, you are limited with that and you are stuck to that. So this is how the overall storage scenario will look like. On 16 GB one you will get around 11 GB available, whereas on the 32 GB version of this device, the Gionee Elife E7, you get approximately 23 to 24 GB available to the user. Taking a look over the RAM, this is how the app scenario looks like, and we have installed a couple of applications on this device as well. Again, that is why the 11 GB storage is there. Otherwise 12 GB to 13 GB is available to the device once you buy it on the 16 GB one. And then when it comes to the RAM as of now 762 or 763 MB of RAM is being used, whereas you get around 1.1 GB of RAM free on this device, which is definitely a very good thing. So decent amount of free RAM is actually available on the device, which to run this device smoothly. Taking a look over the battery, we do have some battery saver options as well, which is the power saver options. Let me just show you the same. Now one thing I would like to correct here is that this device does not have any power saving options by default. You can again install third-party applications on this device to have some power saving from the battery. The battery on the device is 2500 mAh battery, which is definitely sufficient for a day usage or for around 1.5 days of usage, but it will not last for 2 days. Especially with this full high definition display, you can expect it to last for around 1 day. In case you are a heavy user, for moderate users it will last for more than 1 day. Apart from this, if we take a look over the other options, we do have some options related to smart gestures which are supported on this device, and these gestures are going to work on the basis of the proximity sensor, your smart dial, your smart answer, pause alarm, double click to wake up from the sleep mode, and you have quick operating mode as well by drawing a specific gesture on the screen. So all these gestures are going to help you a lot to actually use this device in a much smarter way as compared to any other Android phone. Talking about the other settings, for example location access, you do have GPS navigation which will work perfectly fine on this device. I have been using this device for GPS navigation on the go, and this device works perfectly fine provided you check this option, and you just need to enable GPS satellite option whenever you want to use GPS navigation on this device. It will work with the help of assisted GPS, and it works pretty nicely and pretty quickly without any issues. A look over the LED notification light. The LED notification light can be controlled to actually light up whenever you want to get reminded in case of low power. So if the device is running out of critical battery, the LED notification light over here will light up. It can also give you a charging reminder, and it can also give you notification for missed call, unread messages, and other app notifications as well, which you can customize. You can also install third-party LED notification light application with which you can actually customize the functionality of the LED notification light on this device to an extent on this one. Now this phone has a pretty big display, and again using this phone with one hand is going to be a problem at times. So in that case you can actually save yourself from tapping over the physical home button which are there at the bottom on the phone. You can always basically use the suspend button on this device, and for this you just need to go into settings and enable the suspend button. Once the suspend button is enabled, you can actually drag the suspend button either towards the left or towards the right, and then you can do anything on this device. You can completely control this device with the help of this suspend button. You can lock the device as well. You can do other things as well. You can access the settings of the suspend button as well. You can minimize anything like this. So this suspend button is going to help you a lot, especially with one-handed usage whenever you are using this device with left hand or the right hand. Talking about the application which come pre-installed, you have all these regular applications pre-installed. The kind of UI it has, the kind of icon design it has is very unique, and this design is definitely going to identify this Gionee phone from other Android phone, and it looks better, especially on the E7 as compared to E6 which we have seen earlier. Now taking a look over the application, you have weather application, Facebook application come pre-installed, and then you have two applications for the camera. One is called the Charm camera application, and one is the regular camera application. Both of these applications are going to use the same camera, but again they will give you some more options. Especially in the Charm cam you will get some additional options for photography needs. And then you have other applications which is from Google search is there, YouTube application company installed. You have a theme application as well, with which you can actually change the look and feel of the phone as well. You have Savan application company installed, Hangout is also there. So you have good number of useful Google applications and some other useful application from Gionee, including some camera application which will come pre-installed on this device. Now in order to bring the multitasking UI on this device, it is kind of different. In this case, in case you are under any specific application and you want to come out, you just need to tap once on the home screen or the home button, basically the capacitive home button. In case you don't want to come out but you would like to bring the multitasking menu, you need to tap and hold on the home button, and this way it will basically bring the multitasking menu. So it will only happen whenever you are here at the home screen. In case you are under any application and if you do double tap, you can actually bring the multitasking menu. In case you don't want to do double tap and you would like to basically see the multitasking menu, in that case you have to be on the home screen. So once you are at the home screen and you tap once, it will bring the multitasking menu, and from this multitasking menu you can actually kill these applications like this. Now taking a look over the phone dialer is again customized. It is not stock Android. Again, because of the UI which we have on the phone, everything is kind of custom. So this phone dialer does not have the option of making the video calls. As far as messaging application is concerned, this is how the messaging application look like. It is again custom in terms of the overall design. And if we take a look over the keyboard on this 5.5-inch display is pretty big in size. The keys are pretty big in size. There is no problem while typing on this device, either in the portrait or in the landscape mode. When it comes to continuous input is not supported on this device, so by default you won't be able to do continuous input. Again, you can install third-party application with the help of which you can actually have continuous input supported or swipe to type supported, but by default it is not supported on this device. Now here we have the camera UI. This is how the camera UI looks like on this phone. It does have autofocus, and tap to focus is also supported. And when it comes to the camera options, let me just show you that as well. When it comes to the front camera view, this is how the view will look like from the front. 8 megapixel camera. You can do a pretty good quality of high definition video chat from the 8 megapixel rear camera on this device, which is definitely very good for video chat and video calling as well. When we talk about the rear camera is 16 megapixel autofocus. It is one of the best cameras which I have seen at this price point, and you can actually take very good shots even in low light as well. In low light you can expect good amount of clarity. You have to actually hold the device at the right distance from the object to have a better shot. For example, the object is over there, the Android Robo, and let me just take a photo of this Android Robo to show you the overall quality. So we have just taken the photo, and the camera shutter is pretty quick to actually take this photo. This is how the photo looks like. This photo has good amount of details in it, and the kind of color production it has done is also pretty good. It has made the Android Robo look much brighter, as you can compare over there. And again, the kind of quality which we have got in terms of colors as well as in terms of details is definitely good. So the 16 megapixel camera on this device is definitely a good camera. It is a decent camera which you can actually use, and it will give you very good results as well. Talking about the video quality, the video which can be recorded from the rear camera can be high definition at 1080p. Let me just show you the settings for the same. So here we have all the video settings, under which you will see that video quality can be set to fine, which will be 1080p video. Right now it is set to high, which is a 720p video. You can also record low quality video as well in this particular video setting mode, as you can see from the rear camera. The time duration can also be specified for the video as well as for the photos. You can have a self timer as well. You can enable and disable the microphone. You can enable and disable the geo tagging as well. So you have good number of settings, especially when it comes to the rear camera. As if we take a look over the front camera as of now, and the front camera settings should also be accessible. When it comes to video quality, you can record high definition video from the front camera as well at 720p, not at 1080p, but at 720p you can actually record. You can actually specify different kind of scene modes as well. Right now it is set to auto. So you can do a large number of things, especially when it comes to the video settings on this device. Let's take a look over the photo settings of the rear camera. Let me just toggle to the photo mode. So now we are in the photo mode, and one thing I would like to tell you before I go to the photo mode and talk about this is that while recording a video, you can also take photos from this device from the rear camera, which is also possible. And let me just go into the settings now. So HDR mode under the photo mode is supported. You do have auto scene mode. Sound can also be disabled in case you don't want to listen to the camera shutter key sound. You have capture mode, which is set to normal. You can also take shots with the help of V sign. Touch shot is also there. Smile shot is also supported. Your self timer supported up to 10 seconds, and the picture size as of now is a 16 megapixel size, which you can again adjust to 13 megapixel, 12 megapixel and lower as well in case you want to. So good number of camera settings which are actually provided on this device, and the camera on this device is definitely decent, and we will come up with a detailed camera review of this device later. Another camera application which is there on the device is called the charm camera application, which is this one, which actually allows you to take the photos of the people in the beautification mode. You have a makeup mode as well, so you can actually change the mode of this camera to makeup, to best face, to eraser mode as well. So all these modes are actually supported from the camera on this device, but with the help of this application which is there, which is called the charm cam. So in case you want to take photos in this way, you can actually have live filters as well whenever you are taking a photo like this with the help of this application. So pretty useful application which is provided on this device, and it has been made separate from the camera application, especially in case you want to take photos in this particular mode with all these effects and kind of enhancement over the photos. You can actually take it from this camera application, which is different and separate from the regular camera application. So now to test the video and audio quality, we are running a high definition video from our channel. This is the intro, and as you can see, let me just show you first of all the display quality. When it comes to viewing angles, the viewing angles on this display are pretty wide. You can see the frame from extreme angles without any issues. The display quality is very good. When we talk about the resolution at which this video is running, this is a high definition video running at high definition quality, and you can actually confirm that. So it is pretty good in terms of the quality as well. The viewing angles are also good. Taking a look over the audio quality, let me just increase the volume. So we have just increased the volume to 80%, and let me just increase it to full. One thing I would like to clarify over here is that the loudspeaker is actually not at this side, but it is at this side, and I can confirm the same. So the sound will get blocked completely approximately once you block this, but if you do this, the sound will not get blocked. The sound volume which comes out from this device, the volume of sound which comes out from this device is pretty loud, and again it does not get blocked whenever you place the device like this on a table. because the loudspeaker is actually on the edges, so the sound does not get blocked even at this orientation. And because of good viewing angles, you can actually see it from this angle as well. You don't have to actually take it like this. The display is that good that you can see it from extreme angles, from side angles as well, without any issues. And the loudspeaker which comes out from the device is also pretty loud. Now the score on the quadrant, as we actually showed you before as well, it is one of the best score which you can get. The exact score which you may not be able to read, I can read it for you. The total score is 19949, which is the total score. The CPU is 74698. The memory is 168,589. Input output is 5609, 2D is 501, and 3D is 2350. So this device, in terms of hardware capabilities, is one of the best device because it comes with Snapdragon 800 processor, 2.3 GHz quad core, which is one of the fastest processor as of now which is available in the market. And again, we do have Snapdragon 801 available in the market now, but this again is definitely as good as Snapdragon 800 as well. But Snapdragon 801 is slightly an enhanced version of the 800 version, and this device, in terms of the gaming capabilities, in terms of the overall day-to-day performance, is pretty fast because of this hardware, and there is no problem with this device as far as performance is concerned. Now till the time the NT2 benchmark test complete, let me just give you an idea about the sound quality which you get from these in-ear headphones which you get within the package. So these in-ear headphones which you get within the package are pretty good in terms of the sound quality, but again the kind of sound which you will get from these earphones is going to be good in terms of trebles. In bass levels it is also pretty okay, but not too good. Bass levels could have been better. The kind of sound which you will hear from these earphones, the bass levels can be enhanced. Again, they can be enhanced with third-party softwares. There are no settings within the settings basically to enhance the overall quality of sound as far as bass level is concerned, but the overall sound quality which comes out from this device, especially through these earphones, is pretty good, if not too great. Now here we have the score for the NT2 for this device. The score which is there for this device from NT2 is 34307, which is a very good decent score. In comparison to Samsung Galaxy Z Ultra, it is above. In comparison to Note 3, it is little bit below. But again, all these devices are based on similar hardware, so the kind of score which you get on this device is definitely good enough, just like Samsung Galaxy Note 3 and Sony Xperia Z Ultra. Now again on Ninamark as well, this device has given one of the best score, that is 61.6 FPS, and again you can play any kind of graphic intensive game on this device. The hardware configuration on the device is such that you can actually play any graphic intensive game, including Modern Combat 4, Frontline Commando D-Day, Nova 3, and Blood of Glory as well can also be played without any kind of lag. You can play heavy graphic intensive games on this device without any issues. With the kind of GPU it has, it can run all these games smoothly. As far as the overall call quality of this device is concerned, the call quality, especially on voice calls from the earpiece, is pretty good. There is no problem. I did not face any kind of distortion coming out from the earpiece. When it comes to multi-touch, let me just test the same. So on multi-touch, this device supports around 10-point multi-touch, as you can see, which is again good. So now we are playing Temple Run OZ on this device to show you the overall graphic performance and the gameplay back. So the graphics are pretty crisp and clear. I can see the shadow of the player as well. Graphics are rendered pretty fine and very smoothly on this display on this device. There is no problem as far as the game playback is concerned. The touchscreen is as responsive as it is on any other good Android phone. So it is working pretty well without any issues. There is no problem with the touchscreen response while playing this game. The gravity sensor on the device is also working well, as you can see. So in all, I would like to give a thumbs up to the Gionee Elife E7. This is one of the best phone at 27,000 rupees which you can buy. The kind of hardware it has, the kind of performance it has to offer is really commendable. You can get a pretty decent phone with a great build quality. The camera on the device is also quite impressive. I really like the rear camera, which is the 16 megapixel camera, and the overall picture quality which will come out from this camera is definitely good. However, you do not have optical image stabilization, but again the kind of picture and audio quality you get the picture and video quality you get is definitely good on this device from the rear camera. The front camera is also an 8 megapixel camera and it is autofocus camera, so you can take decent self shots with this device, which is going to help you a lot, especially because the front camera is autofocus, so the picture quality will also be much better, and the kind of details which you get in the front camera is definitely one of the best in this price segment. So in all, we would like to give a thumbs up to this device. One thing which I did not like much is the glossy finish at the backside. Again, this glossy finish at the backside could have been matte finish, but again, this makes this device kind of look premium, but it will have problems especially with the grip at times. But you can get rid of that with the flip cover which comes within the package, although the flip cover also has a glossy back finishing. So but with the kind of overall form factor the flip cover has to offer, it will give you a better grip as compared to this device holding without the flip cover. So that's all from us. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.